Hello and welcome to Math Lessons with Linda. Today's topic is right triangle word problems, and today our word problem is about a water slide. Remember, on these kinds of problems, your job is to first draw a diagram that represents all the information given to you. So I'll let you pause for a minute and you can write down the word problem before we move forward. So today the problem says a water slide is 175 feet above the ground at its highest point and is 200 feet long. What is the angle of depression to the bottom of the slide? So let's get a diagram going. So I'm going to draw, can be like a ladder to go up to the top of the water slide. And the highest point is 175 feet up. That's pretty high. And we know that the pool of water that you're gonna be going into has to be a horizontal. It's flat at the ground. And it says that the water slide itself is 200 feet long. So when you get up to the top, you are gonna be sliding down 200 feet. So it asks you to find the angle of depression to the bottom of the slide. So the angle that we are trying to find, I'm going to actually draw something else in. So I'm going to make another parallel line here. So we're now standing up here. We're not on the ground yet. We're up here and we are looking down and we have like our line of sight. So the angle that we are seeing from where we stand is this. And the problem with this angle is that it's not inside our triangle at all. Here's our right angle down here at the ground, but this angle is outside of our triangle. So if we remember from geometry, if this line of sight is also parallel to our ground, then that means that the slide acts as a transversal. So the angle that is up here that goes with the slide and my line of vision is the same angle that's down here for somebody who is looking up and standing on the ground. So I'm going to use my alternate interior angles to move my angle here, and that will give me the angle that I want. Now, the other thing is, since I'm finding an angle, I'm only using the sides, I need to figure out which trig function I'm going to use. So from this angle, I have the opposite and I have the hypotenuse. So opposite over hypotenuse tells me I need to use the sine function. So I'm going to have the sine of some angle x is equal to 175 over 200. When we don't know what the angle is, we have to use our inverse trig function. So on your calculator, it will look like this. Use the inverse or second button. And then we are going to plug in what the ratio is so that our calculator will tell us what is this angle. So I'll give you a moment to do that and we will round it to the nearest degree. So that means the angle is 61 degrees. So that means that when you're standing up here, this slide and your line of vision is 61 degrees, but also down here, 61 degrees. And I will tell you that is a very, very steep water slide. So if you needed to find the other sides, again, you could use other trig functions to find this side over here, or you could use the Pythagorean theorem, but a trig function is probably a little bit quicker. And that's how you solve a right triangle word problem using your trig functions.